Good morning, everyone. My name is Emma, and I am your digital risk manager. It has been 12 hours since Manage My Health data breached, and I would like to talk about what has happened, our biggest risks, and what we need to do. Manage My Health is the online portal 1.8 million New Zealanders use to view their health records through their GP. And on the 30th of December 2025, hackers broke in, stole medical files from around 120,000 patients, and demanded $60,000 to not release them. This has to be one of the worst privacy breaches New Zealand has ever seen. New Zealand law says if you hold people's personal information, you are responsible for keeping it safe. And independent experts found around 17 basic security measures that simply weren't in place. Even worse, the 6 months before the breach, someone warned the Privacy Commissioner about security weaknesses at Manage My Health. So nothing was done, and that is a serious failure of responsibility. If the government review finds we didn't do enough to protect people's data, we could face significant legal consequences. So this is our number one risk. In healthcare, trust is everything. People share their most personal information, believing it will be kept safe, and so that belief has not been shaken. GP clinics were flooded with calls from worried patients. Media coverage was actually widespread and critical. So when people lose trust in health services, they stop using them, and that affects their health. This is not just a reputation problem, it is also a real consequence for real people. And so the stolen files included medical records from survivors of sexual violence and family harm. Having that information exposed can be deeply traumatizing. Experts also warned the stolen health information combined with email addresses can be used to commit financial fraud. And someone could use your details to access your bank account. The damage from this breach will follow a lot of people for years. The most important thing we can do immediately is make sure every affected patient knows what happened and what to do. So, keeping the helpline open, giving people simple, clear advice, and watching for suspicious emails, monitoring your bank account, reporting anything unusual. People can only protect themselves if they actually know they are at risk. So, we went to the High Court to stop the stolen data being published online, and that was the right call. But it put the story in front of all 1.8 million users, most of whom weren't affected, causing widespread panic. It was the right decision, but it came with a cost. I also want to be honest, and I'm not fully confident about whether we should publicly address the ransom demand. The CEO stayed silent, citing the police investigation, but that silence actually, well, it already attracted criticism. The leadership needs to make a clear decision on this rather than avoiding it. And it's because at the end of the day, this happened because of a failure in basic responsibility. Security measures weren't in place, a warning was ignored, and there was no crisis plan ready to go. So, moving forward, we need someone clearly accountable for digital security, regular system checks, and a response plan ready before the next incident and not after, because this won't be the last time something like this happens. The only question is whether we will be ready. Thank you.